All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Because I think it's story time with Coy and Luke 96 there, baby. As we're going to rewatch WWE WrestleMania 39, Night 1, WWE WrestleMania 39 Saturday from last night. Because, well, we didn't get to watch the whole entire show last night. If you were on. While I was streaming it live last night, April the 1st, power went out. Seemingly an April Fool's joke, but no, the power went out, just not here, let alone on the street or the whole entire neighborhood, the whole entire town, and some other surrounding communities lost power. Um, didn't know, when it was going to officially come back on. That's why I was waiting it out there for 10, 15 minutes or so last night, talking in the dark. As the stream was still rolling, because I stream on my phone on the YouTube app, so that was running off of data. But then uh, power's out in general, so no internet. So to watch and stream at the same time, as I still don't know what happened after the first two matches last night at WrestleMania, couldn't watch it and stream it together as I like to. So I didn't, just end up watching it, and not stream the past, 12 hours or so, however long it's been now at this point. Came back on after a few short hours. Like I said last night, came back on last night. I'd probably be getting back on if it wasn't too late, but by that point it was already too late. WrestleMania was already in the books. But then I had said, well, if not, then be tomorrow sometime before night two, this Sunday for WrestleMania 39 begins. So voila, here we are. We're gonna run through everything as I was planning to yesterday from the top. So we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, we're gonna as it went out right before the Seth Rollins Logan Paul match officially started. So that's where I have it paused at to begin uh, today. And then, by the time night two, this WrestleMania 39 Sunday begins, we'll officially know then, what the hell happened technically last night. If you already know, please no spoilers, but chat questions and comments, super chat, super stickers, super likes, super thanks, always greatly appreciated. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe as well on social media. Links in the description below. So, yeah, unfortunately, power went out. Normally, it'll kick right back on within a few short minutes, but trying to buy some time last night for that didn't happen. So nothing I could have done about it. Hands are tied, just like everybody else in the area. From what I've heard, some are still without power. Uh, for the most part, though, it seems like everything's back to normal. Even though, yeah, of course, it did throw me for a loop last night because I was not expecting to be done, only an hour, hour and a half or so into WrestleMania. Of course, expecting three and a half, almost 4 hours of a stream for last night. Add that in to what's to come tonight and tomorrow night for the Raw after WrestleMania as well. But yeah, power went out, and that's that. We've had some real bad storms recently and yesterday, as I actually put in the comments of that video from last night. Be sure to read that, check that out. We've had some very bad, strong, windy storms as of late, and yesterday topped it off. Especially for this area, especially in the wintertime, it's never really this windy. But hey, first time for everything, I guess. And that was. I know I've had technical difficulties in the past with some buffering and disconnect and reconnect with internet connection every once in a while. Knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't happen today by any means or anytime in the near future. But first time ever last night while I was streaming an event, whether that be college football, the NFL, professional wrestling. Believe me, I was pissed. I was jacked. Of all days, of all times, a wrestling show to this magnitude. I mean, it's WrestleMania, for God's sakes. The power just had to have gone out. It went out yesterday afternoon, but then it came back on. within a half hour or so. And then last night it went out again, and it stayed off, and it was out for a couple hours. So yeah, believe me, I was pissed off of all the times that could have went out. I don't want it to happen at all, but I mean, come on now, I don't want to sound selfish by any means. But here we are, we're going to rewatch Night 1 WWE WrestleMania 39 from last night, Saturday night, before the second part of the show begins this evening for Night 2 on Sunday night. It's about 1 p.m. Eastern, so it'll be 10 local right now out in LA, where WrestleMania 39 is in fact being held, home of the Chargers and Rams in the NFL, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. But that's neither here nor there right now. But they had 13 matches on the card, 7 last night. I only saw 2 of them, so we're going to finish watching the remaining 5 for about another 3 hours and 10 minutes or so, as it has on the ticker, before the remaining 6 matches this evening. But yeah, power went out, and there's once again nothing I could have done about it. Don't know what happened. You don't believe me? Well, tough shit. I honestly do not know what happened after the power went out, because I did not watch the rest of WrestleMania from last night. So that's why we're going to rewatch it today. Technically, going to get 2 streams out of the first night, and then hopefully just 1 stream later on tonight for Night 2. So technically 3 WrestleMania live watch long reaction streams live right here on the channel. So once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Go in Loop 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. The thumbs up button. Share hashtag WWE, hashtag WrestleMania, hashtag WrestleMania 39. Chat questions and comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated. And yeah, hopefully power doesn't go out again. Had some fun with the title of today's stream. But yeah, guys, like I said, first time for everything. That was the first time the power officially went out on me while I was streaming it. No, it's not because bills weren't paid or anything along those lines. It just wasn't us. Sometimes you might think that at first, but that's why I said then, like, highly doubt it is just us. Like I said last night, then go back and watch the last 10-12 minutes or so. I'm sitting here talking in the dark because the stream's still rolling. At first I didn't know if it was, but it was. Got a little light, looked like Uncle Howdy there for a minute. Don't want to see that in your dreams. I wouldn't think. I hope not, because yeah, I'm not that type. But no, regardless of all that, yeah, everybody was without power, and that's that. Shit happens, and life goes on one way or another. So I'll leave it at that. But that's the gist of why we're sitting here right now. Instead of gearing up for tonight, we're gonna officially rewatch the last 3 hours or so. We only saw the first half hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes of the show. First 2 matches: Austin Theory, John Cena, and the men's Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, the men's WrestleMania Showcase, as they're calling it, in which Austin Theory did in fact see John Cena and defeated the 16-time world champion, and we'll keep him in Hollywood as Theory retained his United States Championship. We'll see what they do with him now moving forward. Thought, honestly could have gone either way. If Theory wins, okay, that's that. Cena puts him over because he's not going to be around. But if Cena wins, do the open challenge for, this upcoming Monday Night on Raw, or for a few weeks, and then just whoever, they have open or answer the open challenge, have them then, beat Cena, and then do whatever the hell they're going to do with Theory. But Theory wasn't a Theory, as John Cena said he was, and he defeated JC 1, 2, 3 with a screwy finish in the middle of the ring. The ref got bumped, low blow, and then A-Town down, and Theory beats Cena to retain his United States Championship. And then the Fatal 4-Way men's match. We're going to have a women's Fatal 4-Way later on tonight as well. Um, it was, in fact, Braun Strowman and Ricochet, the Alpha Academy, along with the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. I thought the Viking Raiders probably should win, but probably won't, because they'd probably have the Street Profits win, and that's exactly what happened. And I believe, as mentioned last night, if whoever won these two Fatal 4-Way men's and women's WrestleMania showcase tag team matches, they'd be earning technically a number one contendership for the tag team titles at some point in time down the line. Not 100% certain on that. Don't take my word for it, but I'm pretty certain that that's what they were getting at. That's what they were stating, that whoever would be winning these matches, at least for the men's might be a little different. They're going to be your new number one contenders, it looks like, for the tag team titles. So, with that being said, they were running the video package then for Seth Rollins, Logan Paul. I thought the lights flickered. They sure as hell did, and then the power went out. And you go back and watch the hour and a half live stream from last night that I was hoping to be, 4+ hours of WrestleMania Night 1. I sat here and talked in the dark for, a good 10-15 minutes or so before I signed off, because I was hoping for it to come back on, but it didn't. So, like I said, nothing to do about it. But the Rollins-Paul match was going to be next. And then I don't know what order they went with after that. I mean, I did know, as mentioned then last night too, that the main event was in fact going to be for the Undisputed Tag Team titles with the Usos and Sami KO of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But then also last night, and then we'll preview what's to come tonight as well. As mentioned, 13 total matches, 7 last night, 6 to come tonight. I only saw 2 from last night, so we're going to watch the remaining 5 here today. I thought, honestly, 5-6 matches total overall. So, almost half the card, are the, key matches this WrestleMania weekend. Thought, as mentioned last night too, the booking with, some creative could have been a little bit better. I mean, it's all about the storytelling. The Bloodline story has been top notch. It's been the best thing WWE's done in quite some time. From Roman Reigns' 3-year run at this point, almost 1,000 days, to right after WrestleMania last year, inserting Sami Zayn before he became the honorary Uce in the Bloodline, and then have some heel turns and some matches, and they've done a good job of long-term booking as of late, I've thought. Of course, as always, some stuff could be 10 times better. I thought the road to WrestleMania with, creative could have been a little bit better. Some of these matches seemingly are just thrown together. We had the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown Friday night. Bobby Lashley won that. We'll see if they have anything else in store for him this weekend. They could have last night, for all I know. I don't. I didn't get to see what else happened after the first 2 matches, so we're going to watch that next. And if, of course, not then, maybe still tonight. Of course, have Raw after Mania now tomorrow. As WrestleMania now is officially a 2-night thing in its 4th consecutive year. We have COVID to thank for that. So from 36, 37 last year, 38, and here we are, WrestleMania going Hollywood for 39. Last time they're in California for WrestleMania, Seth Rollins, heist of the century. He's taking on Prime's Logan Paul here coming up shortly. So we'll dive into that. But as mentioned, we're just going to take it from the top with everything I had planned on saying yesterday, which I said a little bit. I don't think I officially previewed the rest of the card for what was to come tomorrow. Now, technically tonight, it doesn't matter, but still would have liked to have done that because, well, we still have time to talk just about that because that's still to come tonight. But they went 7 matches last night, 6 tonight. But I've been watching pro wrestling for 16 years officially at this point, because yesterday was 16 years ago to the day from the first ever WWE WrestleMania I ever watched, and that was WrestleMania 23. So talk about coming full circle. SummerSlam going to be in Motown in Detroit, Michigan at Ford Field this summer too, I might add. Have plans on going to WrestleMania next year. WrestleMania Extra Large, XL, and Roman Reigns numerals. WrestleMania 40 a year from now. But yeah, WrestleMania 23 was 16 years ago. Technically now yesterday. That was the first ever WrestleMania I ever watched. From the Battle of the Billionaires to the two main world title matches. John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker 15-0, winning the world title for the first time in his career, to Mr. Kennedy winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. And as mentioned last night as well, as Mr. Kennedy is from Green Bay, Wisconsin, proud to announce this video is powered by Rogue Energy. They're based out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, so be sure to use the code Luke, Luke, 123 for 10% off. Link in the description below. We'll get more into Rogue Energy later on tonight. I had more plans to talk about it last night as well, but then everything was cut short. But there's a little promo for Rogue Energy, 10% off with code Luke123. Link in the description below. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe as well on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hit that red subscribe button, notification bell next to it, live right here on YouTube. Thumbs up button, share, chat questions and comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated as well, and we'll talk more about Rogue Energy later on tonight during night 2 of this WrestleMania 39 Sunday. That's still to come, but we still got to finish up from night 1 on Saturday night, last night here shortly. But WrestleMania is going Hollywood. Some saying KO Mania, WrestleZane, Bloodline Mania as well. Talk about the storytelling. You can't get much more real life than real life blood with the Bloodline, and then the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic one-on-one as well. Cody Rhodes going to look to finish the story tonight, I might add as well. That's actually today's question of the day, poll on social media, so be sure to go vote on that on Facebook and Twitter. You can let me know in the comments below as well. But just as always, I want to say thanks for tuning in and watching. So yeah, last night, WrestleMania 39, I only saw 2 matches before the power went out. It was Austin Theory versus the man we can't see in John Cena for the United States Championship. A-Town down with a screwy finish. Ref got knocked out, and then a low blow. Theory actually tapped out, I might add, after the ref got knocked out, because Cena had him in the STFU. I was telling him to shut the fuck up, and he tapped, so he did shut the fuck up, thank God. Theory's just that heel that, you know, none of us like. Even though he's a damn good heel, he's an annoying heel. But then after the low blow, ref, of course, got back up. Austin Theory, A-Town down on John Cena, 1, 2, 3, and Theory retains the United States Championship. Then it was the officially men's WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. Strowman and Ricochet, the Alpha Academy, Street Profit, and the Viking Raiders. And the Street Profits wanted the smoke, and they got the smoke in a big W. And I believe, as mentioned, they'll be the new #1 contenders for the tag team titles now with the win. Also last night, as next officially, was Mr. Nickname Seth frickin' Rollins taking on Prime's Logan Paul. Had that singles match online, but then also had 2 women's matches, as we'll have 2 women's matches later on tonight. I might add 2. Had a 6-woman tag, Damage Control, Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus, and then Charlotte defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against this year's Women's Royal Rumble match winner and Rhea Ripley. And then talk about, you know, blood. You can't get much more thicker than that. Father versus son, Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio, and then the bloodline, the Usos, the twins, Jay and Jimmy Uso, defending their undisputed tag team titles against Sami KO, who might as well be blood. They're not real life brothers, but they're blood brothers, as they've been best friends for years. Sami KO, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, looking to become tag team champions, and that was going to be the main event. We knew that. We'll see what the match order is going to be this evening. But still to come tonight for WrestleMania, we'll have Brock Lesnar and Omos. And then the other two women's matches, a women's WrestleMania showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match as well. Rousey and Baszler, Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, Natalya and Shotzi Blackheart, and then Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And then Asuka's going to challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship after she returned to the Royal Rumble and then won the Women's Elimination Chamber match back in February. We'll have a triple threat Intercontinental Championship match, I might add as well. Gunther, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus. That should be a banger, to say the least. And then Edge and Finn Balor will go to Hell, inside Hell in a Cell, before tonight's main event for the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship of the world, with the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. So, we're no longer on the road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania's finally here. WrestleMania 39 going Hollywood. We saw 2 matches, but still got the rest to see what the hell happened. But of course, WrestleMania weekend began at WrestleMania Raw, WrestleMania SmackDown, at the Hall of Fame as well. Stacy Keibler, along with Andy Kaufman, Tim White, Great Muta, and Rey Mysterio were all inducted, all enshrined. So congrats to them. And then, from 3.5, 4 hours of WrestleMania last night to the same night, Raw after, and SmackDown after Mania next week, this upcoming week actually now. We'll see, what's going to happen here. But just as always, once again, just want to say thanks for tuning in and watching. And then, I think I said half of this, but not everything, but I'll say it all now. Just let me know your predictions, even though, some shit happened already last night, but still to come tonight, still got matches. So let me know your predictions in the comments below. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Talk about a WrestleMania moment or two. I'm sure there's going to be a few surprises, that they have up their sleeve. But then who's turning face? Who's turning heel? Debuts, returns, etc. And then, what direction are they going to, you want to fantasy book it a little bit, what direction is the company going to, go from here with a potential sale looming, even though they're still going to do what the hell they want, because it's their company, for God's sake. So what's honestly overall going to be the biggest thing, we're talking about after this weekend. So I'll leave it at that. I'll shut the hell up now after, 20, 30 minutes or so of bullshitting here at the start. Just giving an update, a little recap, just what the hell's going on and why, we're here now. So, hey, it's all that matters. We're still here. And hashtag WrestleMania. We're going to show on the road and officially watch the remaining 3 hours or so from last night with WrestleMania 39. And we'll kickstart it with the upcoming match with Seth frickin' Rollins and Logan Paul, who has wrestled a few matches now in the WWE. Has, for the most part, shown out every single time, so you got to give him credit there. But in my opinion, he's only in the WWE because he can't box, and his brother Jake's only in boxing because he can't fight in MMA. But I mean, you got to give him credit for everything he has done in the company since they've had him on, and then being the type of businessman that he is. But we'll see if Rollins is going to burn it down or WrestleMania will become impulsive, if you will. So I'll shut the hell up and we'll get you on the road here now. So once again, thanks for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. So 3 hours or so from now, technically for me, even though it was in the books last night, midnight, 1 a.m. local Eastern time here, whatever time it got over, I don't know because I didn't finish watching it. And then 3 hours behind, but just be sure to tune back in later on tonight, okay? WrestleMania 39 night 2, WrestleMania 39 Sunday tonight at 8 o'clock. Be live right back here on YouTube for those live watch along reactions, so be sure to tune in. But we're going to finish watching from night 1 on Saturday, WWE WrestleMania 39. And without any further ado, Chad Gable wants to say thank you, and MJF, thank you, fuck you, bye. But Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, 101 WrestleMania. Here we go. City of Angels, I'm back. Did you miss me? No, because nobody gives a shit about you. He's getting booed out of the building. He's on a zip line as they hit the music. Of course, they're in SoFi Stadium, which is technically an outdoor stadium. Even though it does look like a dome, it has a canopy on top of it. There are some open airwaves and corners. As they officially said it was sold out. I'd think, 65, 70,000. We'll see what they officially are going to say for the attendance for technically last night and then tonight. Miz is hosting, I might add, too. Snoop Dogg was out with them earlier. Let's go, says Logan Paul. And so he gets a special entrance. There's a fucking Prime bottle. Oh my god. A blue Prime bottle. But Luke 123 on Rogue Energy. So be sure to click the link in the description below to get 10% off. Fucking Prime bottle mascot walking down the ramp now. A very long entrance ramp, I might add. And then it's about, I'd say, 20, 25 feet in the air. I'd hate to have those fucking seats right in the corner of the floor. I don't know why the fuck you want to be sitting there to begin with. You really can't see shit. I mean, you can, but you can't. It's all, well, you're looking up like this. I mean, I get the stage is elevated, they're in Hollywood. They went with the, as mentioned last night, like TV show, movie, cinema, award show look, at least for the steps. But I guess as everything's bigger in Texas where they were last year for WrestleMania, Hollywood with all the acting. Like I said last night, hopefully they make my day because, well, we were burning daylight at that point. We technically still are because the fucking lights went out. It was pitch black. But yeah, the Prime bottle is because he owns Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Rollins getting a special entrance too. Everybody directing their attention to the stage. They can have a fucking orchestra play "Burn It Down." Or they do the and everybody serenade Mr. Nickname, the Architect, if you will. Everybody's singing along. All right. And then burn it down, and a lot of pyro with the flames, I'd have to think. He's supposed to be a Greek god now? I mean, he already was Messiah. Now everybody. And like I said last night too, this match, as we're gonna burn it down now. And here he comes, robe and all. Regardless if he wins or loses this match, he should be a number one contender after WrestleMania for the title. Been saying that for quite a while. But this match could go either way. He's going to take the red robe off. Got pink attire on, it looks like. Walk down long ass ramp as they give us the introduction now. That Rollins should win, but he honestly doesn't need to. You know, I mean, if they want to have, because Logan Paul draws, I understand that. I get that. Oh my god. Oh, that was to hold the damn thing up. That's why. That was a brace. He throws that in the crowd. But he's going to be wrestling with that on. Looking like somebody from fucking Judas Priest. No, like, yeah, he can win. Helps him out, but he can afford to lose, you know, because then he'd still be okay afterwards. Because that's the thing, Logan Paul is, you know, only a couple times a year guy. You know, he doesn't really need to win. But then if they have Rollins win, you can still have Logan Paul stand tall then after the match. We'll see what happens. But it's going to be Logan Paul in blue and gold. Chargers colors, if you will, to Rollins red and pink. He's gotten even more over since they returned back to the road after COVID with the fans. I mean, he was over, you know, from the start. You know, you go back to the Shield, he's the architect. They wanted Reigns to be the guy then, but he wasn't. Okay, it was Rollins, heist of the century, cashing his Money in the Bank, the main event of WrestleMania, and then it, you know, took Reigns as they were a year behind on him. They should have pulled the trigger in 14 rather than 15 with Reigns, and then, you know, the 3-year run that he's on now seemingly was supposed to start WrestleMania 36. He was going to challenge Goldberg for the title, but then remember he opted out, didn't return. Hey, you'll never see it coming at SummerSlam, and then he won the title a week later at Payback, and hasn't lost since. Hasn't been pinned since 2019. Okay, but yeah, Rollins. He's always been over. He's gotten more over. It feels like. Bell rings and away we go. Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, 1-on-1 at WrestleMania 39. Michael Cole. Cold as balls. They lock up middle of the ring. I get, you know, they're in with Kevin Hart. As he gave the opening video package, I might add. The voiceover to that. But yeah, Cole and Gray's on commentary the whole entire weekend. Crowd still serenading Rollins. They lock up again. Rollins in control here with a headlock. Try to get comfortable. Rollins cannot stand the man. Who can stand Logan Paul, to be honest with you? Like, talk about, as Rollins, you know, stated, just in it for the hell of it, basically. Just want, you know, attention. Now they're staring each other down, but we'll see where they go from here. Another headlock off the ropes. just until Logan Paul throws him over the top rope, just back and forth from one side of the ropes to the other, not really doing much, but then he just throws him out. And boos from the crowd. He's going to mock them. Yeah. Rollins from behind. Nice takedown. Logan Paul going to roll out of the ring. And then Logan Paul, from blowing his knee out in the fall to now, getting to WrestleMania, flips over the top rope and hits a clothesline. Sort of what Hangman does with Buckshot. As he spits, gets the fist ready. A little Roman Reigns Superman punch, but he has a screw in his hand. From what? He didn't even fucking punch him. I don't know why they should have replayed that, but he did not even fucking punch him. Talk about botches. We had a few in the tag team match before this. A lot of misses before they picked it up and then, went home with it. And it was seemingly, you look back on it now, by design, it felt like. Just how the match was going. Both opening matches were good, and then there's this, then we'll see, how the rest of the show goes. So, Rollins up on Logan Paul's shoulders now. Into the corner. Moves out of the way, Rollins face first off the top turnbuckle, and then splash off the top rope, and a flip there on the moonsault. Yeah, kick out at 2 by Rollins. Match continues here. Gonna roll him up again. 1, 2, another kick out. Another roll up. 1, 2, kick out. Just, I guess keep covering him and trying to get a pin. Hey, maybe he won't kick out, even though he's going to. Yeah, this goes back to Rumble and then Elimination Chamber. The card for WrestleMania came together. Could have been better, I thought. It's Triple H's first WrestleMania, but it's not his first WrestleMania with one full year, being in charge of creative. That's why I've been saying watch out for next year, because he's been in charge since late last summer, right around SummerSlam to now. So missed it by a couple of months with Vince's retirement, even though McMahon is in fact now back with the company. Sale looming, as mentioned. We'll see when that happens, if it happens. But then Rollins with a slap there to the chest. Crowd still singing along. They're just slapping each other now, laying down. Matt, Logan Paul with a couple elbows. But, yeah, from WrestleMania 39 to WrestleMania 40, just watch out. It's gotten better. It has. There's still a few times it's like, well, what the hell is this? But, yeah, watch out for WrestleMania 40 next year. And we'll see if, as it still will be a 2-night event, but what matches are night 1, what matches are night 2, what the matches there are in general, But, yeah, because that's all Logan Paul is a social media star. Social media, not real life. But, yeah, he can go. He's shown out a couple times, like I said. Boxing Floyd Mayweather, that was a Fucking ploy for money is all that was. They didn't even fucking punch each other. Alright, ooh. And you wonder why he gets hurt. He tries to do too much. He's a little too dangerous. Jumps up the top rope, flips, does another moonsault, misses, completely misses because Rollins moves out of the way. Yeah, box jump. Yeah. Thank you, Corey Graves. And then flip, but Rollins moved, and now from corner to corner. That pink's fucking bright, man. The ref trying to hold Rollins back. Another clothesline. Another clothesline. You want to play with the big boys? Well, WCW got bought out by WWE. Rollins throws Logan Paul over the top rope. Remember that Prime bottle, the mascot Prime bottle, is still ringside. Wonder who's in that. Maybe Jake Paul? Crowd still singing along. Rollins off the ropes. Suicide dive. Yep. Right in front of green shirt dude. Green shirt guy. There's somebody, you know, I don't know, 50 rows so back in an orange shirt. But third time's a charm. Another suicide dive, and Rollins takes out Logan Paul once again. Logan Paul getting closer to the Prime bottle by the announce table. Rollins with a stomp on the steel steps. Well, he stomps the hand of Logan Paul on the steel steps is what he does. And they said Logan Paul has a screw in his hand. Rollins gonna pedigree. Logan Paul gonna pick him up though and reverse it. Quick roll up though by Rollins. 1-2 kick out. Reverse on the missionary. 1-2 roll through again. 1-2 kick out. Now they're just gonna keep rolling back and forth. 1-2 1-2 1-2 1-2. Now they get up and there's a punch. Rollins get knocked out. No. Rollins is down, but he'll get out of this. Logan Paul ain't gonna fucking beat him like that. The fucking Prime bottle's there for a reason. That damn thing's gonna get involved one way or another, I'd have to think. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's just fucking there for advertisement. 1-2, and Rollins kicks out at 2 3/4. He did get him on that punch right there. He did connect on that. He didn't connect on the stomach punch he had on him earlier, though. So Logan Paul now on his feet, Rollins down. Crowd serenading Rollins, trying to get under Logan Paul's skin. Logan Paul might have fucking broke his pinky. It looked like he can move his pinky. Rollins has Logan Paul up for a power bomb. Yep, cover. 1-2, kick out. As he caught him, power bombed him, and that's that. Logan Paul holding his face. And he gives another replay here with an aerial shot, I might add as well. That ramp's extremely long. The tag team match before this, I mean, hell, they had to get them not even a halfway or quarter of the way down, and hey, we're hitting the next entrance music, and you know they're coming out, and that's that. The Prime bottle pulls Logan Paul ringside to save him from Seth Rollins, and then they unmask the Prime bottle. That's Logan Paul's business partner, they say, whoever the hell that is. Rollins grabs the prime bottle now. You out of your damn mind? Logan Paul from behind gonna throw Rollins into the steel post. KSI? Like when they go over to the desert, that KSI? Now Logan Paul said it last night. Hey, they shut off the Spanish announce table, commentary team. That table's gonna get broken, as it always does. Well, they clear it. Logan Paul gonna go for a splash off the top rope, ringside through the announce table on Seth Rollins. Sort of what he did. Talk about Saudi Arabia. Talk about Crown Jewel in the fall when he got hurt. And then the video of that. But then, oh shit. Yeah, take that, Prime. Luke, Luke, 123 for 10% off Rogue Energy. Link in the description below. There's a pedigree in the middle of the ring. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Logan Paul. All right. I'll take that. Yeah. Near pinfall there. That probably should have been it, but match going to continue here. Show a replay of all that, though. That was a damn good sequence, what that was. Rather than Logan Paul taking the video, the Prime bottle was taking the video. And then as Rollins was laying on the table, Logan Paul's about ready to jump. He pulls him out of, moves himself out of the way, pulls the Prime bottle on the spot, puts him on the announce table. Logan Paul is already midway there. And, Prime bottle ain't going to fucking move at that point. So, Logan Paul with a frog splash through his own Prime bottle. Through the announce table at WrestleMania, and then Rollins pedigrees him before a near pinfall with a kick out there at 2 by Logan Paul into the ring. So, stomp here. The crowd's really hot now. Actually, a right hand by Rollins. Yeah, that was good. The fucking Prime bottle got a frog splash. Rollins with another punch to the back. Now here's the stomp, it looks like. Nope. Logan Paul going to pick Rollins up, have him on his shoulders. And then, the go to sleep. Is CM Punk, fighting Seth Rollins? Logan Paul's going to go up top here again, first off. There's the splash. That connects. Cover on Rollins. 1, 2, kick out 2.5. The GTS, the go to sleep, it's really only been used by Kenton and Punk. Surprisingly, Paul uses it here at Mania. A lot of people use frog splashes. He shows out, but he's still nothing, special. He's just a fucking draw because he's, a so-called, in quote, social media star. But aren't we all? At least try to be, for God's sakes. Nobody cares. Logan Paul stomping Rollins into the corner now. And, he's going to go up top again, it looks like. Maybe learn this one from Shane O'Mac and hit a dive. Yeah. Logan Paul off the top rope. And coast to coast gets super kicked in midair by Rollins. Now here's the stomp, and here's probably the finish. Yeah. Rollins with a stomp on Logan Paul. Cover his ass. 1, 2, 3, and Seth Rollins beats Logan Paul at WrestleMania. We're rewatching from last night, of course, because, we were watching, but power went out and didn't get to see the rest of the show. So here we are before night 2, WrestleMania 39. Sunday begins tonight. So now seen 3 matches from last night. Saw the first 2 before the power went out. This was the first one that happened afterwards. They're showing the video package when it went out. And match happened now. Still got 4 matches to come. 2 women's matches. Got a 6-woman tag with Damage Control, Becky, Lita, and Trish, along with Charlotte and Rhea for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Father versus son. Rey versus Dominic Mysterio. And then the Usos against Sami Zayn for the tag team titles. And then we'll sign off, and then I'll see you, a few short hours from then for night 2 of WrestleMania 39 this Sunday night. They're showing some highlights of the match, showing some highlights of fans celebrating at WrestleMania and from spots around the globe. As, WrestleMania tonight. We'll have Backlash next month, followed by Money in the Bank, and then SummerSlam. As they continue to serenade Rollins, singing along. What's next is the big question. Rollins with the laugh. Of course, he did the Joker spinoff, as they did a couple parodies for Hollywood for WrestleMania's promotion. Rollins celebrates. Logan Paul goes and checks on his buddy in the Prime bottle, and they're going to fade to black as they burn it down. The stomp heard around the world, they say. So, commercial break here, and then we'll get back to the action shortly. But once again, still to come, 2 women's matches, a 6-woman tag, and a championship match as well. And then a one-on-one father versus son matchup with the Mysterios, main events tag team titles. Usos, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. And then WrestleMania 39 continues tonight. So commercial break here. Probably could fast forward through these. Following contest is the 6-woman tag. Here comes Damage Control. Bayley. Little to infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear inspired gear, it looks like. With Dakota Kai and Io Sky, might add as well. Thought when Bayley had returned to SummerSlam along with the rest of Damage Control, that by the end of the year in 2022, let alone early 2023, Bayley would be champion. Whether it be Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, but no, they've done the stable from then until now. And, I mean, it's not necessarily getting stale, but if they're going to have, Bayley get a push here, and I would think it, needs to be sometime soon. She's a damn good heel. She is. They might have her turn on Dakota and Io. They might have Dakota and Io turn on her. Might have, Becky, Lita as they're the women's tag team champions. And then Trish is sort of by her, lonesome self. They fade to black with that fucking entrance of Damage Control. And then tonight in the City of Angels, the Fearless Daredevil. All right. This is for Lita, along with the blonde bombshell and Trish Stratus, who's still looking fine as hell. Yeah, Lita and Trish, one-on-one. Well, now they're teaming up with Becky Lynch to take on Damage Control here at WrestleMania. So this is, I'm like, why the hell are they fading to black? Like, they're doing the entrances, the match is going to start. This is part of their entrance, it looks like, giving them a little video package. So, god damn, as they're going to join forces to put an end to Damage Control. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. And now here comes Lita. They do the black and white entrance for her. She is technically one half of the women's tag team champions right now with Becky Lynch. You would have thought it'd be Lita and Trish as tag team champs, and then Becky's by herself, but for whatever reason, it's this way. Now here comes Trish. And she gets down all right. So Lita goes to the one side, Trish going to go to the other. Becky going to come out the middle, it looks like. And now here comes the man, Becky Lynch. You would think that they're going to win, but they might not, though. They might have Damage Control win. We'll see. Now they bring us back to color with a nice shot about chest high. But Becky, Lita, and Trish taking on Damage Control here. 6-woman tag, WrestleMania 39. We'll see how this goes. And then we'll continue to go from there. So... Damage Control now exits the ring as they enter the ring. But yeah, I mean, they're doing the 2 Fatal 4-Way WrestleMania Showcase matches. But for the women's tag team titles, you would thought they'd be having a, regular tag team match for those titles. Not a 6-woman tag like this. But this is where they went, so you would think eventually Becky and Lita, they'll end up dropping these titles to, you'd think it'd be Ronda and Shayna, because they're the really only, true, not just put together for the hell of it, mixed tag. They're really the only women's tag team they have in the fucking company, for God's sakes. So now they're all in the ring, staring each other down. Bayley and Trish, Becky and Dakota, and Lita and Io. So they take control, send them ringside. Now Becky off the ropes. And, oh shit, Dakota hit her head hard on the bottom of the announce table. Yeah, hit her with a slide. Now the bell officially rings. So Becky Lynch and Dakota Kai one-on-one. Here comes Io Sky. Becky gives her a kick as well, but then Becky gets taken down. Bayley gonna tag in here, it looks like. Yep, Bayley legal against Becky now. Who's on commentary with Cole and Graves? There's somebody sitting next to him. For whatever reason, I might add too. Titus O'Neil was on commentary for the men's Fatal 4-Way tag team match last night. Why? I don't know, but other than just to get him on the show, okay, but still, just made no sense. None. But then Becky, she's legal against Io now. Gets drop kicked. Cover, 1, 2, and then a kick out. Becky and Bayley, Dakota, and Io, they're around. You know, Lita and Trish haven't wrestled in a little while. Nothing, you know, major as it was, you know, when they had last wrestled then. You know, Trish was right before COVID. She was most recently in with the company. Lita ended up wrestling, I think, on one of the overseas shows since COVID sometime, like 21, 22. It had been last year. Think about it. Maybe not, I don't know. Doesn't matter, but, you know, like how physical are they going to get? I get it's WrestleMania, but then, like, and how long are they going to be around? Is it just a one-off for tonight? Or, you know, as they tell the ref to count, he wasn't paying any fucking attention. They do count, but Becky kicks out, so. And Bayley mocking Lita. Bayley legal against Becky again. Tag made. Bayley gets thrown out of the ring. Becky and Io Sky, or Dakota Kai, excuse me, your legal competitors. Yeah, Cole and Gray's on commentary for this match are all over the place. Bayley from behind drags down Trish. Talk about the commentators. Said last night the kickoff pre-show went a little off the wagon, if you will. It was all over the place. It was funny though, it was. But Becky gonna try to tag in Lita here. So Becky and Dakota Kai here. Yeah, Becky gonna try to tag in Lita. It's been all Becky from the start. Lita hasn't been in. Now she is. Trish hasn't been in either yet. Lita legal against all of Damage Control. Yeah. Oh, come on. Fucking flip. Just fucking walking through the motions at this point. I get, you know, less is more. You know, keep it simple. Don't go too fast. You know, slow it down, but you don't slow it down that much. Lita with a knee to the back of Dakota Kai in the corner. Or Io Sky in the back of the corner, excuse me. Getting the two of them mixed up. Bayley's gear sort of what Dakota and Io's color scheme's been. You know, with the green, the yellow, the gold and purple. Bayley's look is more like Buzz Lightyear, though. I mean, hell, the one she had half a wing on her left side. You know, so I mean, they are in Hollywood. So we'll see if Tim the Tollman Taylor's anywhere nearby or not, but Lita with a headbutt. Yeah, ref didn't see that. Dakota with a kick to the back of the head, but barely that. Kick out at 2. Tag made. Tag made. They go from Io to Dakota to Bayley. Bayley out of the corner. 1, 2, 3. The triple kicks, they call it. Kick out at 2.5. More like the BTE trigger. Bayley staring down Trish Stratus. Mocks her as well. Bayley running the show here. Yeah. Another tag made. What? Trish still hasn't been in. I mean, you do save the best for last sometimes, so. Cover. Ref ain't counting again. 1, 2. He's waited like 5 seconds, even though she's been pinned, to start counting. That's twice now in this match. Another tag made. Here comes Bailey. Another tag made. Here comes Io Sky. Because they sort of went in reverse order. Now pick up Lita. Double DDT though on a reverse. Lita gonna try to get to the corner and make a tag. Tag made. Here comes Trish. And it'll be Trish one-on-one against Dakota Kai, but she kicks Bailey and then takes out her opponent. Here comes Io from behind. Trish Stratus throws Dakota off the ropes, takes her down. Chop to the chest. Another chop to the chest. Wooing in the crowd. And then she's licking the hand. Gives her a thumbs down. Another chop to the chest. Running Bulldog. Well, gets Bailey to... Yeah. And then flips her. Okay. A neck breaker. Cover for Trish on Dakota Kai. 1, 2, and a kick out. What kind of finish are they going to have for this? Is it going to be just like that? Everybody else is trying to break it up, or is it going to be all three? 1, 2, 3. Trish getting undressed a little bit. Takes down as Dakota's up on the top rope. Gonna flip her while she throws her down. All right, stomach first. There's Trish with the right hand, but then Bailey and Io from behind drag her down. She chops them. There's Becky and Lita helping out, so now they're back in control. They're gonna pick Trish up, and then they're gonna have her flip Dakota, into Io and Bailey ringside. That was good. Teamwork. Trish still legal against Dakota Kai, yeah. Gonna throw her back into the ring. Powerbomb. 1, 2, kick out. Tag made. Yep, Trish gonna tag in Lita. Into the corner. And then they're gonna work together. Step up off the back. Tag in Becky. Becky off the top rope now with an elbow, leg drop, okay. Cover, 1, 2, and Dakota kicks out. So match gonna continue. And then an arm bar and get her submit, tap out. Here comes Bailey from behind. They're going to drag her and drag them all out, make sure they, can't break it up. But then Bailey escapes and then she still breaks it up. So match continues once again. A couple drop kicks. Bailey going to tag in. So Bailey's legal. It'll be Bailey against Becky again, 1-on-1 in the 6-woman tag. Come on, Becky, says Bailey. Becky fighting back. Come on, Bay. Bring it. Man's come around, and then Bailey off the ropes with a clothesline to the back. But then Becky reverses her suplex. And then a rock bottom, but Bailey reversed it. Refs ducks. And then didn't see that. So then Bailey. All right, 1, 2, but Lita breaks it up. Yeah, there's some interference from ringside there in front of the announce table. But Lita says, no, not today. Lita throws Io ringside. Dakota out of nowhere with a kick. Here comes Trish. And then off the top rope, there's be a bulldog, you know. And then Bailey to belly on Trish, but Becky from behind, quick roll up, cover, 1, 2, no, kick out. Match continues. And then Becky with a spear through the ropes, taking out Bailey, and everybody's out ringside now. But then here comes Io Sky off the top rope, going to take them all out now. All right. Doing moonsault. Yep. Moonsault from Io Sky, taking out her partners and her opponents. 2 count from the Zebra. Get them on their feet and back in the ring to have this match continue, or else we'll double count out. Nobody wins. 6 count from the ref. There's a replay. 7. Who's going to get back in the ring first? Or they all are at once? God damn it. Really? All right. So match continues. Yeah, Bailey and Becky are legal. That is right. Yeah. He's had a tough match. The refs. It has been chaotic. Refs been a little late on some counts, not paying any attention. Yeah, this is a little off the wagon again. Tags made. Trish is legal. I don't know who's legal for. Well, Becky might have tagged. I don't know who the fuck knows legal now. They are all going at it though now. Doesn't really matter. Somebody's gonna win. Somebody's gonna lose. Somebody's gonna bitch about it. So Trish working Io, Lita working Dakota, and Bailey and Becky still in the corner. Twist of fate. Where's the Hardy Boys at? Trish with a kick. But then Lita going to go up top. Moonsault on both Dakota and Io, it looks like. Yep. And then Trish there by herself, but Bailey and Becky still working together. So Bailey and Becky off the top rope. Bailey to belly. But then Becky rock bottoms. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus defeat Damage Control here at WrestleMania. Good match. Little off the ropes at times, especially with the ref. Was barely paying any fucking attention. A little late on some counts. Just all over the place. But they got the job done. Yeah, good match. So they celebrate as Becky, Lita, and Trish defeat Damage Control. And we'll see what happens from here on out with these 6, but then the 3 matches still to come. Have the other women's match as well, SmackDown Women's title, Charlotte and Rhea. Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, and then the Usos and Sami Kato for the tag team titles. So we'll see if they add anything else. They might have a backstage segment or run a video package or 2. Who knows? But they fade to black and commercial break. Well, actually, right back to it. Because it's on replay, of course. They're not going to give us as many as they would have last night or will tonight. Looks like up next, though, it's going to be Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio one-on-one. Co-main event, SmackDown Women's title. Main event, Undisputed Tag Team titles. And you can't get much more thicker than blood. This is father. This is son. Father versus son at WrestleMania 39. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio a year after they tagged up in a tag team match and defeated Miz and Logan Paul. So they're giving a video package of this. Another long-term booking, if you will. Dom really didn't get involved in wrestling until right around the time COVID hit, 2020. And then they got, back out on the road and they, had them team up. It's a tag team. They then had the match last year at WrestleMania. That's really when, people really started to talk about Logan Paul in the WWE with him showing out then. And then, SummerSlam, Crown Jewel, here we are, WrestleMania. But then it was in the fall, yeah. All Rise with the Judgment Day. But it was, Clash? Labor Day weekend? Yeah, Clash of the Castle. It was a 6-man tag. Mysterio's and Edge against Judgment Day. And then afterwards, Dom turned on his dad, grew his hair out, and now we're getting the match here tonight. So this could go either way. Ray just went to the Hall of Fame. If he's gonna, we want to say retire in pro wrestling, which that never happens, even though, technically, hey, I'm retired. No, you're not. You can still come back and make an appearance or two. That's how that goes. If they're going to push Dom, have Dominic win, But then, Ray just to feel good, okay, the good guy won rather than his, arrogant son. And the social media videos they did around the holidays, those were fucking awesome. With invading the homes of Ray and his wife Angie, Dom's parents, but then the grandparents' house as well for Thanksgiving and Christmas. They should have done something for New Year's, but remember, Dom got arrested. I won't make it in jail. And Dom served hard times. So cue the Dusty promo. Talk about hard times, baby. But yeah, they started it right around the Rumble, as that was a good line right there. Dom saying he should have been Eddie's son, because then that's 25 years in the making right there. That's going way back. Remember they had Ray versus Eddie. Them being best friends, of course. Eddie Guerrero passed away. But Deadbeat, I can relate. From the ladder match they had, the so-called custody of Dominic back in the day. And then what Dom's doing right now, I mean, this is damn good. This is a damn good heel job. And Ray's getting the son over because he knows he's not going to be there forever. And you push Dom. That's why I said this could go either way. Have Ray win, okay, feel good story. He gets the better of him, but then have Dom win, piss people off, continue to push Dom as a heel, and it's been a slow burn. It's been cooking for a while, but now it's time to eat with Ray and Dom, with mommy Rhea Ripley as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, most streamed artist. Oh shit, there's Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny going to be on the Spanish announce team for this match. All right. Of course, he's going to host Backlash next month as well. That's going to be in Puerto Rico rather than in Raven Country. Uh, but we're going to have Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio next. Corey G breaking all the streaming records, Graves says. Now, what do we got? A barbed wire fence. Looks like we're going to jail. There's Dominic serving his hard times with the Mysterio name on his knuckles. Here come the guards. Is he getting a special entrance? Are they going to fucking walk him to the ring? Inmate. They put the cuffs on him. Guard, open up cell number, fill in the blank. They do just that. And Dominic Mysterio leaving jail, leaving the pen to go to WrestleMania. Even has a teardrop tattoo, I'd add. You know what that means. So they put him in the van, and he's going to WrestleMania before he goes back to the pen to see his friends again. Prison transport to WrestleMania 39, and here comes Dominic Mysterio. Oh my God, fucking sirens. And a police escort with the prison van. Here comes Dominic Mysterio arriving at WrestleMania. This is fucking awesome. Old school correction van. This is, I mean, talk about going all in with the storytelling, man. There's Dom. Still has the handcuffs on, it looks like. And they hit the music, and actually, no, they still have the cuffs on them. And take the cuffs off so they can wrestle. I wonder if these are actual cops or if they're so-called security. But they're going to escort Dominic Mysterio to the ring from a fucking prison van for WrestleMania. He's been serving hard times, what can I say? He's even got a Mysterio mask on, I might add, too. That's what you would think, if Rey was going to be retiring. They'd have it, be Rey versus Dom, but then for the mask. Like, Dom's never won a mask. He just has it on for this entrance, takes it off. But at some point in time, he doesn't need a mask. But then for Dom to beat Rey and then have the mask on the line, knowing the history, knowing, for why the mask gets taken off, in Lucha Libre wrestling, that would make sense too. I mean, you don't need to do it now. You can do it later still, if you're even going to do that. But Dom took a couple-hour trip from Folsom to SoFi, and this is, he did get out early. But then obviously went back after he left the Hall of Fame, and now he's going to wrestle here tonight. And then we'll see, where he goes from here. If they're going to, transfer him to a different prison. As Rey will come out next. Talk about heel heat. I mean, Dom's been getting it all. There's the family. But Dom, he probably should beat his dad, but they'll probably have Ray win. Ray's coming out in the car too. All right. Going Eddie with it. And is that Snoop Dogg driving? It sure as hell is. The game is to be sold, not to be told. Viva la raza. So rather than the Booyaka, Ray actually coming out to Eddie's music as well. Well, maybe they'll still have the Booyaka once he gets up on the... yeah, here's the Booyaka. He's going to enter through a side door on the ramp, it looks like. Go up top, maybe even jump through. There's the 3D graphic of his mask. There's Snoop in the car. Ray's on the stage now. So they're going all out with Ray's entrance too. And I mean, rightfully so. I mean, he just went to the Hall of Fame, but who knows how much longer he will be in fact wrestling. That's the thing, okay, Ray versus Dom here tonight, well, you might as well put him over. They've put him over enough, though, to this point. Like, talk about heel heat. Be big for Dom to win, but at the same point in time, he doesn't need to win. Ray doesn't need to win either. He probably will, though. Even though he probably should lose to put his son over, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, from the 619 to LA, WWE Hall of Famer at WrestleMania now, Rey Mysterio. And Snoop has the gold WWE title as well. Let's go. Wow, they did go all out with all this. I mean, it's WrestleMania, though. They always do, but still, you just don't know exactly what they're going to do. That's the point of watching. That's the thing with spoilers. No, we don't need to know everything. It takes the excitement out of it. Oh, this is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch match. Is Ray or Dom going to get thrown into a big bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? There's the fucking mascot for that. Get it going. And then Bad Bunny on commentary still. Remember that. Bad Bunny is on commentary in the Spanish announce table. Yeah, there's Snoop in the WWE Gold title. Be Ray and Dom one-on-one here at Mania. They know what they're gonna do. They're gonna show out. Ray's gonna make him look like a fucking star. He's gonna, pay homage to Eddie, but he's gonna do the same thing Eddie did for him, so he can do the same thing for his son. Bell rings, match underway, and here we go. Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, one-on-one, and you can't get much more thicker than blood. So they'll back off. Yeah, Dominic with some showboating before they lock up middle of the ring. And now into the ropes they go. Got this match plus two more still to come, and then that'll do it for WrestleMania 39 from last night, night one on Saturday, before night two this Sunday begins at 8 o'clock this evening. So be sure to tune back in for that. But we're only watching now because we only saw a little bit of it last night before the power went out. And knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't go out anytime soon. And lock back up. Dom with a nice belly to belly there. Hashtag WrestleMania when you share on social media. Elbow from Ray. Another elbow. And then Dom gets thrown ringside. I mean, you would think Ray's going to, if he wins with a 619, but then Dom, does he try to use a 619 then too and win that way and do it in reverse, do it lefty? Another headlock here. Off the ropes, shoulder tackle by Dominic. And Dom's out here by himself. No Judgment Day. You know, Rhea still has to take on Charlotte here. Of course, Finn's in action tomorrow against Edge inside Hell in a Cell, but, well, technically later on tonight now. But that's why I've been saying Damian Priest is the odd man out of Judgment Day for whatever reason. Like, just is, along with a few other people, you know, for this year's WrestleMania. They're just not in the cards. Pissed off Rey Mysterio, says Michael Cole. Rey's mask is a little different tonight. It's a little tightened up, it looks like. It looks a little thicker than it normally does. Like, I don't know by design or what, but corner to corner on reversal. And then Dom face first in the middle turnbuckle. Rey taking the belt off and literally gonna whip his son's ass at WrestleMania. And then Dom right in front of his mom and sister. And she says, hey, you deserved it. Aaliyah with a drink, she's gonna fucking toss that. Well, he's gonna drink it. Oh, he tosses it back at her. And now she's going to jump the barricade. But then Rey holding her back. But then here comes Dom. Dom takes out Rey. And then Rey face first into the steel ring post. So they're all going to be laughing to the bank afterwards. But so you can't get much more real than real life. You can't get much more, you know, realer than real life blood. You know, father and son, for God's sakes. Like, I mean, come on. Over the top rope, Dom, 1-2 kick out. Yeah, Dom saying that he wishes Eddie was his son. That was damn good. That was a good line. Yeah, Leah had to be held back by her dad. She was going to go after him. She sort of got into wrestling, you know, but then didn't. It was all Dom. Dom gonna pose and then kick his dad in the ribs. Beat some respect into Dominic Mysterio. Yeah. Yeah, really. Over 75,000, they say. So, I mean, yeah, they're you know, compared to an actual football game inside a football stadium with 65, 70,000, you know, but there's people on the floor, there's risers. Plus, they're probably going to count everybody that's there for the company, you know, one, so on and so forth. So we'll see how far they push the attendance. That's probably not true, but it might be. Ray fixing his mask. Dom ringside, walking back over towards his family. And then Dom throws his dad ringside onto the floor. And then Dom over to his mom, hey, WrestleMania. She's going to slap him. And yeah, she does slap him. And then Ray pushes Dom into the steel post. And then Ray and his wife kiss. Ray up top. Alright, takes out Dom. Off the ropes, a nice crossbody. 1, 2, kick out. Okay, so we had the stomp heard around the world earlier. Now the slap heard around the world. I mean, what's next for WrestleMania? Dom with the kick heard around the world, maybe. I don't know. Quick roll up. 1, 2, kick out. Right now, Viva La Raza. They got to do Three Amigos, you got to think, right? Eddie chant from the crowd. Dom saying, oh, hold on, wait. Begging for his life. And now here comes Ray. With, well, here comes the Judgment Day in the meantime. Said earlier he was out here by himself. Now they arrive. Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Rhea has a match later. Yeah, Ray was just about ready to go Three Amigos, but got reversed because distraction from Finn and Priest. Oh, shit. That was, the ref goes and checks on Ray. That was a little too dangerous. Yeah, face first, out of midair on the bottom turnbuckle. Yeah, they flipped it. Jeez, he was a little off center, if you will. And yeah, he'll be okay though. Cover, 1, 2, kick out. That was. To this point, you know, like, oh shit. There's been a couple holy shit moments, but that's oh shit. Eddie's gonna be proud now. Dom gonna do the Three Amigos on Ray, rather than Ray doing the Three Amigos on his son. Or is it Eddie's son? And they got one of them down. Ray reverses. And then Ray has Dom in position for a 619. That connects. Gonna go up top now. Is this gonna be it? Oh, Finn getting involved. Priest from behind gonna pull Rey Mysterio down. Yep, so a distraction, but the ref didn't see anything. And then Dom takes out Ray. Remember last year was when the Judgment Day was formed at WrestleMania. It was AJ Styles versus Edge. And then Priest got involved. And it's like, what the hell is this? You know? And then it was Finn. And then it was Rhea. But then they kicked out Edge. And then it's been Finn, Priest, Rhea, and then they added Dom. And it's worked, whether, you know, it was supposed to be with this person or that person or whoever was supposed to be involved. Judgment Day has gotten over. I mean, Finn's the prince by himself, so there's that. He's going to take on Edge, come full circle with that story then, Hell in a Cell. Here comes Legado del Fantasma. Yeah, they brought back the LWO on SmackDown this past week as well. So now all hell's broken loose. But yeah, Priest's just been, sort of, even with the group, been the odd man out still, because Maria's been doing her own thing. Dom's been with his dad, and here we are tonight. Ray and Dom in the ring with everybody else down and out. Nice big clothesline. And Ray now in position for Dominic to hit him with a 619. Yeah, he does it lefty. So Dom with a 619 on his dad. And now going to go up top in a frog splash. This might do it. This might be it. Frog splash from Dominic to Ray after the 619 cover. 1, 2, and oh shit, Ray actually kicked out. All right. Ray's going to have to fight back here. And Dom continues to act as if he's spitting on his dad and spitting on his family. He's going to undo the top turnbuckle. Yeah. The ref's saying, hey, you can't do that. Like, get out of here and go over there. And then, what is that? Dom and, is that Priest's coat that he took off? Yeah. The ref's tied up with the turnbuckle, and then there's, of course, Dominic has a steel chain now. But then Bad Bunny out of nowhere jumps up off of the announce team, takes the steel chain. Ray uses it to his advantage, gets Dom in position for 619. That connects Ray off the top rope now with a frog splash. Cover on his son, Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, and Rey Mysterio wins. Good match. Damn good match. Dom could have won, probably should have won. He's over, though, anyway. It really doesn't matter. They go with Ray winning, with the sweetness to it. And then they're getting the LWO back together. Who knows for how long. But then Dominic loses Mania for Judgment Day. Rhea's up next. And then there's Finn Balor tomorrow, technically now tonight. Hell in a Cell against Edge. Priest, the odd man out, of course, as mentioned. But Dominic's still going to be pushed. Dominic's still going to be a star. And maybe when Ray does officially want to retire, maybe that's when they do Ray versus Dom for the mask. Have Jim Carrey as a special guest ref. As Ray and his family now will get in the ring and celebrate. Of course, not Dominic, because he lost. He's going to tuck tail and walk off with Judgment Day, but there's Ray and his wife and daughter. But, like I said, you can't get much more realer than real life. And Ray beats Dom one-on-one here at the shows. Showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania. So, booyaka. So, next should be the women's championship match, then the main event, and then we'll see if there's anything else. Another commercial break here. Says we got about another hour 40. We'll fast forward here a little bit. Do the break. There's the Ferris wheel. And then we go to Michael Cole, Corey Graves on commentary. Cole apologizing for losing his shit. Got Backlash coming up in a couple weeks. So they're going to promote that a little bit here. And now, yeah, they're going all across the globe showing off replays of people celebrating from these matches tonight. All right. And of course, they're, 5-8 hours ahead. Next will be Charlotte and Rhea, SmackDown Women's Championship. Rhea should win. Charlotte doesn't need to keep the title. But then, knowing what they've done with her before, have her have a championship run, lose, but then win the title right back, and then add to that, title reign to get to her dad's 16, time. There's George Kittle. Strike while the iron's hot. He's a big wrestling fan. He's been at a few WrestleManias the past couple years now. So they show him off front row. Here comes Rhea Ripley, though. As this is her brutality. And yeah, she gets a lot of fire there with the fire. She should win. She deserves it. She won the Royal Rumble. She should win. We'll see. Yeah, you have Rhea beat Charlotte, and you have Asuka beat Bianca. Have new women's champions out at WrestleMania. So they give some promotion. WWE WrestleMania 39 brought to you by Snickers and WWE 2K23. This video brought to you by Rogue Energy. Be sure to use the code Luke. That's LUKE123 for 10% off. Link in the description below. Like I said, we'll get more into talking about Rogue Energy later on tonight and tomorrow as well. As, of course, this is all a rewatch from last night because of what happened with the power going out. So we're just going to get back on track, and then we'll keep it normal tonight as we would, and then go from there. So once again, thanks for tuning in and watching. I know it's almost day late, even though we were on time scheduling wise last night, and then Chiv's fan with the power going out. But be sure to like, follow, subscribe on social media, links in the description below, thumbs up button, share, chat questions and comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always great to appreciate as well. And next in the co-main event here of WrestleMania 39 Night 1, WrestleMania 39 Saturday, it'll be Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. But now here comes the Queen. So if we technically have what? Yeah, about an hour and 40 left, like I said. With only 2 more matches, there's definitely going to be something else added in here. Maybe even a little bit more than that, but bow down to the Queen. Here comes Charlotte Flair. Just trying to think what. Unless they just give a shit ton of time to both these matches, more so than not the official main event tonight from last night. With the Bloodline with the Usos and Sami KO, and then later on tonight with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes as well. We'll see. But Rhea should win. She deserves to win. They fought at WrestleMania a couple years ago for the NXT Women's Championship. Now this is for SmackDown Women's Championship. So another 3 years from now at WrestleMania 42, maybe they'll square off for the Raw Women's Championship. But yeah, Charlotte Rhea 101 for the SmackDown Women's title at WrestleMania. And it's starting to get dark as well, I might add. Not as pitch black as it was when Power Mount last night. But, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 local. We're what? 2 hours in, so this would have been about 10 o'clock, 10:30. So 7:30 out west. Yeah, sun's starting to go down at that point. So come 10 o'clock tonight, 7 local. By the time probably the co-main event or one of the last matches this evening, that's when the sun's going to, start to go down. Then as well, so call Kenny and Uncle Cracker. But hashtag WrestleMania, and be sure to tune back in. And thanks for tuning in live right now as we'll get caught up here. They got to have something else in between this, though, in the main event, though. If not more than that. I mean, good God. Well, unless they're just going to give both matches a ton of time. Or run a shit ton of video packages and, have a promo or two. Who knows? SmackDown Women's Championship.
Introducing the challenger, representing the Judgment Day, from Adelaide, South Australia, she is the winner of the 2023 Women's
Rhea's going to challenge Charlotte. She won the Women's Royal Rumble. Yeah, she deserves to win. She's battled some injuries, but, under Triple H, she's in a good spot, as are a few others. Boos for Charlotte. But she is technically the face in this match, but she's a heel, because Rhea's also a heel, but first time in WrestleMania history. All women are involved in this match. Well, does that make Michael Cole and Corey Graves women then as well? Because they're on commentary for this match. Got the ref, got the 2 competitors, the ring announcer, all women. So they're making history in that regard. Bell rings, match underway, and here we go. Charlotte Rhea 1-on-1 for the SmackDown Women's title. Rhea just needs to be who she's been in the past and who she is now. Badass. Just beat Charlotte. Put her in her place. And then if she wins, Rhea's going to be on SmackDown now. And then we'll see, with the rest of the Judgment Day, or she's just going to be by herself, or, if we have a draft or a shakeup sometime soon, or what the hell is going to happen. We'll see. Backlash, probably going to be a few rematches. Probably a couple tag team matches as it normally is next month. But we'll see. But Bell's rung. They still haven't locked up or anything like that. They're just, staring each other down, circling. So here we go. Charlotte and Rhea at WrestleMania. They all now officially lock up in the ring. Charlotte with some slaps to the back of the head. And then off the ropes. Charlotte with a shoulder tackle, but she just sort of stumbled into it. Rhea tells her to suck it after she hits her with a better shoulder tackle off the ropes. Couple reversals, shoulder tackle back. All right. Clothesline over the top rope. Rhea fixing her eyelashes. Has some face paint on, I might add, tonight as well. How many time champion, they say? 14. So she loses tonight. Gets it back to have 15. Loses it once more before WrestleMania next year. And then walks into fucking Mania next year as a challenger. And then WrestleMania 40, she's a fucking 16-time world champion then. And then celebrates with her dad. Rhea driving Charlotte into the corner. Charlotte now fighting back with some rights. Charlotte with a big kick. And then a crossbody off the top rope. Cover. Actually, no. Rhea with an elbow instead. Another elbow. And then a kick.
Talk about the evolution of Rhea Ripley, but Charlotte Flair, to her credit, is also a champion who's never stagnated. Always adding new wrinkles and techniques to her game. Spending a great deal of time in Mexico and around the world honing her.
Rhea has Charlotte on her shoulders now. And then, ooh, face first off the top rope. Rhea's in control here. She is. We'll see what happens. She's been showing her dominance. She's just not beginning to do just that. She has been. There's a difference. Charlotte trying to fight back, but Rhea's in control here. She is. Where's the normal crew of wrestling fans that always show up front row for WrestleMania, other than green shirt guy, who's, 9 times out of 10 always there? Like, there's always a crew. Doesn't seem like they're there, or at least in that spot this year. Maybe that'll be still to come tonight, or maybe they just didn't go in general. Maybe they're just going next year. Who knows? Rhea telling Charlotte, so you're the queen, huh? Charlotte's been in a good spot in wrestling because of who her dad is, Ric Flair. And they're doing the however many time champ for at this point to get to his record in due time. She's a good heel. She is. It gets annoying. It does. It's like, enough of this shit. So yeah, Rhea's still in control here. And
this is the pace Rhea wants.
Yeah, nice and slow. Charlotte gonna fight back with an elbow that misses, but chop misses as well. Suplex. 1, 2, kick out. But they're just making it seem like that, Rhea still has a lot of ground to cover to win this. when she really doesn't. So aerial shot and the promo of where they're at and all that jazz for WrestleMania. I'll get more into all that later, but Charlotte Rhea Ripley 1-on-1. We've made it longer than we did last night. We're just past the 2-hour mark when last night was just an hour and a half. Whenever, was planned on having it be the whole entire show, but then that was out of my control with the power going out. Still could have watched it afterwards on my phone, but decided against that because I wanted to watch it and stream it together. I could stream, but then I, couldn't watch then with the power being out because I just, have the phone in that regard. Have other devices, but no internet, power's out, you can't watch it, so I needed both when I only had one, and I had to choose which, and it's like, well, can't have either then, it's like, well, nothing, so here we are. We'll finish this up before tonight starts, but this, of course, makes today a longer day than, was expecting, but it's not like I've done doubles or triple headers and, football and wrestling before, or, won't again in the future by any means. Just WrestleMania is a long show, and that's why it's 2 nights now as well. Once again, have COVID to thank for that, but last night was only an hour and a half. Here we are, a little over 2 hours, and so once again, say thanks for tuning in. So, Rhea and Charlotte, SmackDown Women's title. So Charlotte now going to go up top. And then a crossbody. Rhea rolls it through, picks her up. Charlotte trying to fight out of it. Riptide, yeah, no, but DDT, oh, right on her fucking head. Jesus Christ. Cover 1, 2, and Rhea kicks out. Yeah, that was right. Standing straight up on her head. Good God. Watch this on the replay. Right? Boom. Jeez. That could have been deadly. Yeah. But luckily she rolled it through then, and Charlotte's in control. Reversing what Rhea was going to hope to have as the finish, but now going to figure 4 into figure 8, but Rhea fighting back with some kicks right to the face. Quick roll up, 1, and they roll it through again, 1, 2, kick out. Double kick. They both get knocked out there. And so they'll have to answer the count of 10. They'll both get back on their feet. Then they'll probably go home from here, I'd have to say. Right off the bat. Another aerial shot. Yeah, because they're talking. They don't want to have that on camera that, hey, do this, do that. Yeah, that's tonight now for WrestleMania 39 Night 2, WrestleMania 39 Sunday tonight. Be sure to tune back in. So booing and yaying, some rights and lefts now in the middle of the ring. Rhea was stomp on the foot of Charlotte. And then suplex. Now they're both down and out once again. Kip up. Flips the hair.
The queen is realizing where she is. This is the showcase of immortals. This is WrestleMania. This is what Charlotte Flair lives for, where she exists.
Charlotte walks over Rhea. Gonna moonsault off the top rope here, it looks like. Rhea from behind. Gonna maybe suplex her. No, she's gonna riptide her off the top rope. If she does anything, unless Charlotte does the moonsault here. Well, Rhea gets back up there again. Well, alright. Holy shit. Cover. 1, 2, and a slow count, but a kick out. Alright. Show a replay, all that. That was a good sequence. It's been a good match. A good night of wrestling. She was going to suplex her, but then Charlotte ended up just moonsaulting out of the suplex. And then, you know, the cover and a kick out. So, slow count right there. 1, 2, and then fucking took forever on 3. There's DDT, cover, 1, 2, Rhea kicks out, all right. Rhea, yeah, trying to buy herself some time now. And I mean, rightfully so. I mean, that's what I was trying to do last night for the Power got back on, but it didn't. Because I was planning on watching the whole entire show last night once again. You know, if it came back on, I would stay on until the show got over. Power didn't come back on for a couple hours, and by the time it did, Mania was over, and it was a little too late here on the East Coast to watch another 3 hours or so, however long it was going to be. I didn't know at that point. Not knowing what time it got over because I wasn't watching, didn't know. And I'm like, well, I'll just, if not then, as I said then, like, hey, come back on tonight. Okay, tune back in. But if not, it'll be tomorrow before night 2. So here we are. And we're at the co-main event. We've been on now for a little over 2 hours. And it said it was going to be about 3 hours, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. From the Rollins-Logan Paul match to the end. I don't know if this is going to include, I might add, maybe that's why the timing's off. Unless they do add something else in between these. I don't know. We'll see. Unless they just give them a ton of time, like I said, once again. If the press conference is going to be tacked on to this replay, normally that's been separate, though. I have, for the Rumble in the Chamber, stayed on afterwards to watch both of those. For this one, I won't. Later on tonight, though, we'll see. And if not for both, maybe before Raw tomorrow we watch both of those. If I don't get around to watching them myself, maybe watch those live right here on the channel. Stream that right before Raw after Mania begins, and then watch Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. Be sure to tune back into that too. We'll see how everything, plays out. Because as Triple H always says, there's always a plan B. And I had to think of a plan B after, the shit show last night. Oh, shit. Suplex and Charlotte landed right on her fucking head. She basically just fucking flipped her. She didn't even suplex her. Even though she had her in a suplex spot. Charlotte flipped it, sort of moonsaulted it again, but landed right on her fucking face. This is awesome. Yeah, this is a damn good match. As they say, face down, ass up. That's how she was. And Andrade was at the Hall of Fame with her Friday night, as Malachi was for Zelina, I might add as well. But Charlotte, the big boot, cover. 1, 2 kick out by Rhea. Charlotte, yeah, she has a mark on her nose. She might start bleeding here. We'll see. Figure 4 into figure 8. Rhea gonna kick Charlotte out of it again. Another replay of the suplex that she flipped herself. Yeah, right on her fucking head. Ugh. And then Charlotte with a big boot ringside, sending Rhea in front of the ramp. See, every once in a while, they'll have a long-ass ramp. This year, that's the case. Last year, it wasn't as bad. It just depends on where they are and how the setup is with the stage. Because they're going to try to, of course, fit as many seats as they can on the floor. You know, the ring does seemingly look like, though, it is right around midfield. You know, so then you have a long ramp. You have the, 2 sides to that, and then the rest of the floor, plus your risers, and then plus the rest of the stadium. Which is even people sitting behind the entrance. Because that's cut in half. There's really no top to it. It's just one level. It's not as high as they normally are. Spear. Charlotte almost takes out the ref, but then Rhea with a headbutt. Riptide incoming. Yep, cover. 1, 2, kick out by Charlotte. Oh, that should have been it. That was close. That was very close. Rhea arguing with the ref, like, hey, what the hell? That was only 2? Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, oh well. Charlotte sort of tapping her chest. I don't know if she lost her breath or what. I mean, I guess technically they could say that's her tapping out, but at the same point in time, no, because she wasn't being submitted or anything like that. She was, I think, just trying to catch her breath. Quick roll up, 1, 2, kick out. Rhea has Charlotte in the submission. Charlotte ain't gonna tap out, is she? Charlotte with a rope break here. Yeah. And then literally climbing the turnbuckles in the corner now on the rope break. And then Rhea gets thrown face first into that. Ref's in the area too. And then a spear from Charlotte. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. All right, match continues. You got to be kidding me, is right, says Michael Cole. They're letting them ball out right now is what they're doing. And she's done everything she, could have done. But what else is in the tank? Reach down and figure something out. We'll see. Charlotte on her knees, Rhea on her knees. Hey, you want it? Come and get it. Now they're just punching each other back and forth, booing and yaying once again. Crowd's into it, for sure. This is a damn good match. Rhea with a kick. Charlotte with a big boot. And then the figure four. All right. Bridge it into figure eight, but then, well, there's a rope break, but then does Rhea reverse it on her? That's the big question. Rope break, though, in the meantime. Charlotte's nose is starting to bleed now. This is awesome chant. We'll see how good Asuka Bianca is tonight. Asuka needs to win that too. You know, Bianca's been champion for fucking too long. Same thing with Charlotte, even though it's just been since New Year's. I mean, like I said, it gets boring after a little while, you know. Off the top rope, Rhea and Charlotte. Face first off the top of the steel post, though, in the meantime. Now what's Rhea going to do? She has that look in her eye. Like you're in trouble. Rip tied off the top rope here. Yeah. Rhea. Rip tied off the top rope on Charlotte. Cover 1, 2, 3. And Rhea Ripley's your new SmackDown Women's Champion. And rightfully so, defeating Charlotte Flair here at WrestleMania 39. Yeah. Rhea wins. Congrats. Main event coming up next. Usos, Sami KO for the tag team titles. That was a damn good match. That was. You gotta give them credit. So, Charlotte all smiles for her. Like, hey, congrats, like you beat me. You know, Rhea's getting a WrestleMania moment. They'll show us some replays here. Yeah, we got about another hour, 10 minutes. And then we'll sign off, and I'll see everybody later on tonight. Yeah, so we'll go to about 4:30 here Eastern Time, 1:30 Pacific. And then I'll see everybody probably 3 hours from then. So 4 hours from now. Just as it was last night, you know, about 7:15, 7:30. We'll talk for a little bit and then get the show on the road for night 2 here at Mania. Now they go to Australia for the celebration. Of course, that's where Rhea's from. They're going to go to Canada for Sami KO with Owens and Zayn if they win. They've already gone to London. They've gone to Germany. Now they've gone to Australia. Go to Canada. Go to Japan tomorrow, maybe for Asuka. Tonight now. Trying to think of where else. I mean, they could have went to Mexico for Rey beating Dawn, but they didn't. She gets pyro after she wins as well, I might add. Rhea Ripley celebrates winning the SmackDown Women's Championship here at WrestleMania, defeating Charlotte Flair. All right. Yeah, congrats. Good for her. She deserves it. Charlotte's even giving her a round of applause. Charlotte's happy for her. Rhea's come a long way. She has. She used to look like Charlotte Flair. And then, you know, got her hair chopped off and then just turned into this badass. And now Byron Saxton backstage. Austin Theory going to get interviewed by Saxton. All right, he gets booed, but Theory getting interviewed. All right, see what he has to say here.
victory over the greatest of all time.
Yeah, big win for Theory for sure, beating Cena.
Where's your head at right now?
We'll see what they do with Theory moving forward.
I said it,
I said it, I did it,
and I made
and I made John Cena believe.
Do you believe in theory now?
Do you believe in Theory now? Is what he says. That's a good line. All right. All right. Ooh. Enter for your chance to win a trip to WrestleMania 40. Do times WWE.com. Go check that out so I don't have to buy fucking tickets. But they go to commentary now. Michael Cole, Corey Graves, but they're going to send to the ring with The Miz and Snoop Dogg. All right. Snoop with the WWE Gold title. So what a night it's been. Main event coming up next, but in the meantime, we got The Miz and Snoop Dogg. They're going to announce the attendance. 80,000, they say. And 497 on top of that. So they break it by almost 500 people. And Snoop Dogg says, damn. Oh shit, Snoop Dogg telling Miz the only thing better than those attendance numbers if you had a match tonight. Miz put out some feelers for a WrestleMania match. Fucking MySpace. Miz put out an open challenge. People are scared of The Miz. I actually met The Miz at a Texas Roadhouse, of all fucking places. Miz is awesome. Oh, shit. Pat McAfee coming out. And they go to commentary with Cole and Graves. Shout to the 412. Is this an April Fool's Day joke, says Michael Cole? No, there's McAfee in the flesh. Thought he would have been in Indy at Lucas Oil Stadium seeing Luke Combs, but obviously not. He's at fucking WrestleMania. And Pat McAfee's coming out to potentially take on The Miz, it looks like. Here at WrestleMania, an open challenge. And Pittsburgh's going to beat Cleveland once again. Crazy, just getting under the skin. Hey, I challenged the city last year, but he didn't want it. Cole gonna ref this match? And Graves just not gonna say anything on commentary, just gonna talk to everybody front row. Pat gonna get on the mic. So Pat McAfee at WrestleMania. What's up, Snoop? You're a legend, dog. You're a dog. Hello, Miz. Speak for all of us. Been on social media. Yeah, nobody knows about this alleged open challenge. This is my WrestleMania tank top. Don't see anything but space and opportunity. Let's go. If you'd still like a match, let me beat your ass right now. And Miz is taking his tie off. All right. You always want to see Miz versus Pat McAfee right here, right now at WrestleMania? Yeah. Cole loses his fucking shit. Yeah, on April Fool's Day. Cole is making a fool of himself.
There's nothing that I would rather do than whoop you right here, right now.
Miz saying nothing I'd rather do than beat you.
I'm the host of
But I'm the host of WrestleMania, so that's not going to happen.
Matches Official.
Oh, Miz can't make matches official. Miz?
I do believe your tiny balls are showing.
Tiny balls are showing.
Tiny balls.
Tiny balls. Snoop's losing it. Tiny balls. Tiny balls.
Maybe me as well. And if you can't make matches official,
Can't make matches official. There's 80,000 people here. 97?
97
Yep.
people here. Somebody has to be able to make it.
Somebody has to make it official. Let's get the show on the road. Check it out, says Snoop. I'm the dog father. And Snoop's hosting too. Snoop's gonna make it official. We need a ref, but let's get cracking. We got Pat McAfee versus The Miz now at WrestleMania. This is what you do. Bell rings, match underway, and here we go. Miz from behind, or McAfee from behind on The Miz, excuse me. Snoop gonna get out of the ring.
Gotta get Snoop Dogg out of here. The guy's a national treasure. Yeah, man. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
You're good. Pat from behind with some punches on Miz. We'll take that, Cleveland. Pittsburgh says hi. I'm a dog. Pat with a spine buster on the Miz. How quick is this going to be? Is this going to be a squash, or are they going to give it some time? Pat going to go up top.
You said the same thing in the Rumble. I didn't know this guy was showing up. Well, there's security here. Come on, Miz. Come on, Miz.
Does a moonsault. Lands on his feet. Come on, Miz. What do you got? Super kick as Miz jumps.
Somewhat less than super kick. But it was effective. Miz, do something. Come on, Miz.
Cole, of course, on McAfee's side. Graves on Miz's side
Embarrass you.
for being a heel. But then that's also the Pittsburgh, with McAfee and Graves. Even though they love each other, it's just how it is on camera. Think big, Miz. Like, your big balls, or are they tiny? Big, says Graves. Big. Miz says, screw it, I'm out of here. Get lost. I'm walking out. And then there's George Kittle still front row. All right. They're in the Rams' house. Whose house? Rams' house. But the 49ers tight end's going to get involved. Got his tight end U shirt. And George Kittle now going to block the Miz with a clothesline straight to hell. Pat's going to go up top now. Got a former All-Pro punter and a All-Pro tight end against an A-lister. Pat McAfee, Swanton, ringside, taking out the Miz. And then him and George Kittle celebrate. There's Nick Khan sitting front row, I might add, as well. Pat gets into the ring. And gonna punt kick him. Only fitting. Yep. Punt kicks him. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and Pat McAfee beats The Miz at WrestleMania. Tells him to suck it. Pat McAfee, George Kittle celebrate. Pat's like, fucking. Because George Kittle was supposed to celebrate with him. They were going to raise hands. Kittle got up on the fucking apron first. And Pat was going to go get him to come down. And fucking just raise my hand. I'll get up there in a second with him. That was good. That was funny. That was. After the Bell is really good, by the way. Of course, that's Corey Graves' podcast. Just to get him back on track. Make him feel good about himself. Miz frustrated. But that's all for show. They love each other. Talk about shoe sizes, but then they fade to black, and now Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh's better, but Philly's getting WrestleMania 40 next year. The birthplace of America, signing Declaration of Independence July 4th, 1776. Passionate, proud, no quit attitude, blue collar, tough. Then there's Philly tough. Yeah, Philly's a different world. Next April, the knockout punch is coming. Ring the Liberty Bell, or the WrestleMania bell, if you will. WrestleMania 40 with the XL and the Roman numerals, April 2024. I believe it's the 7th and 8th of April next year, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look at the calendar. Because a year from this weekend is Easter. Corey Graves says thank you. He's done, but fuck you and bye. Cole and the Gang with the official theme for Mania. No, but Easter last year was mid-April. Easter this year is next Sunday. Easter next year is this very weekend. It'll be April 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the thing with Mania. It's always either right before or right after Easter. Next year, it'll be after. Look, exact dates. I believe it's the 7th and 8th of April, if I'm not mistaken. April 2024. Actually, Easter's March 31st next year, because that'll be a leap year. Okay, yeah, 2024. They promote matches for WrestleMania 39 Night 2, WrestleMania 39 Sunday. Technically now tonight. We've gone through all those already, so be sure to tune back in later for that. But yeah, WrestleMania 40 next year. The go home will be April the 1st for Monday Night Raw. It'll be WrestleMania Raw. WrestleMania SmackDown will be April the 5th. They'll have the Hall of Fame that night then as well. Have an NXT show, I would think, sometime that weekend too. But then WrestleMania 40, April the 6th and 7th, 2024, from the Link in the city of brotherly love, Lincoln Financial Field, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Raw after Mania, then the next night, April the 8th. So they give us a, hey, Baron Corbin, obviously not broke. He's partnered up with DraftKings, winning some money, promoting $25,000 with The Miz. Yeah, win big. But that's our first WrestleMania 40 video package we've seen. So Up next, the main event. The Usos and Sami KO, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Tag team title is on the line. Sami KO should win. We'll see. The demise of the undisputed Tag Team Champions Usos with the bloodline is upon us or not, but now here's a video package with the bloodline. Sami joining after WrestleMania last year as the honorary Uce. Very Ucey, to say the least. And then Royal Rumble came around. Elimination Chamber. Here we are tonight, WrestleMania now, and yeah, the honorary Uce, Sami Zayn, acknowledged the Tribal Chief and Roman Reigns. Hashtag WrestleMania, but then you still have Sami Zayn's best friend by his side, Kevin Owens. Yeah. You're not their real blood, and you never will be. Sami kept telling Roman, hey, though, I'm with the bloodline, man. Yeah, go back to War Games. And Roman's calling the shots. Like, no, not you, Jay or Jimmy, Sami. And then Sami had to prove himself, and he did. And then they talk about a slow burn again, man. The long-term booking. It's like, okay, maybe they have him turn here. Maybe they have him turn here. It couldn't have been more perfect the way they fucking did it. You had Raw 30 with the Tribal Court. You had Royal Rumble. Reigns beat Owens to retain the title. Afterwards, Sami then got in the middle of Reigns and Owens. And then Sami turned on the bloodline and hit Roman Reigns in the back with a steel chair. Jey Uso then went AWOL. Of course, Jimmy then attacked Sami here with a super kick. Jay's like, what the hell are you doing? He's the right-hand man of the Tribal Chief. Solo's the interesting one to keep an eye on. But as close as, talk about storytelling, as close as Jimmy and Sami and Jay and Sami were, it got real quick. And then week after week, Jay rejoined the bloodline. Sami finally came to his senses. Hey, Owens has been there by my side the whole entire time. I've just been sort of, not necessarily brainwashed, but in with the bloodline, and now they turned on me. And then Owens and Zayn got back together. And then they officially challenged for the tag team titles. And then the promos on SmackDown the other night, I might add, with the bloodline, with the tag team titles, but then also Reigns and Rhodes. Just on SmackDown this past week, Raw last week as well, the whole entire Road WrestleMania, their promos have been top notch. They have been. That's really been the only good thing on the build on the Road to WrestleMania has been the promos with this bloodline story. And now Sami wants the bloodline to crumble. They're going to bring down the ones rather than raise them, and we the ones. And they need to work together. And Owens was trying to tell him all this, and then he had said, like, no. And then Sami's like, no, like, listen, we're friends. Like, it's the way it is. Like, I'm sorry, but, let's do this. Let's take him down. And then Owens had to come around then. Which, it all came together, and here we are. And Owens and Zayn should win. Now, the interesting thing about it is, if the Usos retain, I then probably, one or the other, could see Reigns retaining one, if not both, the titles, but then potentially just flat out losing. But if the Usos are going to lose, well, Reigns maybe lose one, but not both, let alone lose in general, unless they're going to have the whole entire demise of the bloodline, like they all lose. But then if the Usos lose, Owens and Zayn win, you would think then Reigns is going to retain, defeat Cody now tonight. What was interesting about the end of SmackDown, though, remember, he only showed the WWE title. Heyman held the Universal title. So maybe before the match started, hey, this is only for the WWE Championship now, rather than just the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship, meaning both titles. Because they put themselves in a corner last year when they had Reigns beat Brock Lesnar to become the undisputed champion. Been saying even before then and since then still too, they need to either split the titles or insert a new one, which they could still do both, or either or. Same thing. Now we're going to have a musical performance. Lil Uzi who? Who cares? Fast forward to this shit. Get the match underway. Alright, so he performed. And now down since day one-ish, here come the Usos. And all white. Oh, come on. Don't start the buffering shit now. But throw them up. We're the ones. You'll see the foam finger later. But, yeah, they've been champions for almost 2 straight years. Reigns been champion almost for 3 straight years. From August 2020 to now. Money in the Bank weekend. July 2021 when they go back on the road. That's when the Usos won. Haven't lost since. But it's just been a long ride these past couple years. Talk about a long-term booking, man. It's come full circle though now. It feels good. It does. No, but as I was saying, like, okay, then do what they're gonna do. Split titles, insert a new one. Once again with Reigns, seemingly this run he's currently on was going to start WrestleMania 36, but it didn't start until later on in the summer because he opted out of WrestleMania because of COVID, because he's been diagnosed with leukemia in his past, and rightfully so. At that point in time, not knowing what the hell was going to happen, precaution. Took some time off, and then came back. From 36 to 39, that'd be 3 years. That'd be a full 1,000 days, as it's going to be if he wins this weekend and is still champion come Memorial Day. As here comes the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. Owens in the main event of WrestleMania for the second consecutive year, I might add. Last year was against Stone Cold. No holds barred match. Now it's in a tag team match with his best friend. So he goes from one side of the stage to the other. As he's got the Wrestle Zayn shirt on, rather than, well, the KO Mania's on the back of it. Yeah. But he's always used to, wearing a tank top with, his shorts. And now here comes the honorary use no more, Sami Zayn. From KO Mania to Wrestle Zayn, to Bloodline Mania. Sammy getting his old intro back too, I might add. And yeah, they should win. Owen screams as he does, walking down. Take it in, everybody, yeah. No, but as I was saying, they can still get to that point with Reigns, okay? Reigns is the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, has been, and still is until tonight, unless, he retains and still is champion at that point. Okay. Which, at this point, probably should keep it on him. Or if, you're going to split him, okay, that's fine. You can still say he's Universal Champion. He's not the undisputed champion, but he's the Universal Champion. Cody's the WWE Champion. Or then if they insert a new title, Cody or whoever, Seth Rollins or whoever else, can vie for that other championship. The thing about it is, with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, to come full circle on it all, to solidify himself as the head of the table, with the Usos, the tag team champions, they're going to defend against Sami KO here. Yeah, the Wrestle Zane's on the front, the KO Mania's on the back. They need to have Reigns beat The Rock. And seemingly supposed to happen this year at WrestleMania, but as Triple H stated, timing, it's right now just not going to work unless there's a big surprise tonight. Maybe he comes out, to screw him over, or after he wins, there's a face-off. And then, we go from there. That sets up next year. For Reigns to solidify himself as the head of the table of the Bloodline, the true tribal chief, he needs to beat Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Usos can afford to lose tag team titles. I don't know to this point, for as long and far as Roman Reigns has come as the undisputed Universal Champion, to this point, if he can. I mean, he can, but I don't know if it'd be the right move, especially when they can do something else. Split the titles, insert a new one, work your way around it. You don't need to take them both off of them, because then it's to the point of, well, all this was for fucking nothing then. Just to have whoever beat Reigns. But then that makes whoever beats him then look like an even bigger star, which I can understand. Meantime, bell rings, match underway, main event of WrestleMania 39, night one, WrestleMania 39 Saturday from last night. It'll be Sami KO, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn challenging the Usos for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Sami Zayn will start off versus Jimmy Uso, it looks like. Yes. Hashtag WrestleMania. Crowd loving it. Officially gonna be 12, another 27. And we got about another 40 minutes left. So we'll see, if this is actually a 40-minute match, or as Jay's not going to tag in to start off against Sami Zayn, or it's half that or whatever, and then there's something that happens afterwards, with celebration or just who knows, and then we get to this point, or maybe there's just some extra time on the end of the replay, as it's on demand on the DVR, if you will. So Sammy and Jey Uso, one-on-one here in a tag team match for the tag team titles. We the ones, throw them up. April 22nd of last year is when they say Sammy ended up joining the Bloodline. I remember that weekend. I remember that show. Yeah. You know how I remember? It's because I ended up getting sick right after for the first time in a long time and haven't been sick since. Thank God. But that whole entire week afterwards, man, into May for Backlash and then Hell in a Cell in June. And then that's why for some things last year, I really didn't dive deep into or talk about and get back on track, later on in the summer, and still have a lot to recap from that. And plan still is to, put all that together and put it out. But just the timing for this or the timing for that, just nothing's added up and made sense to get it done to this point. Just 2022 absolutely flew by. Because I just don't cover pro wrestling. I cover also college football and the NFL on this channel, plus Live Life. Yeah, April 22nd, they say 2022, 4/22/22, Sami Zayn to the Bloodline, and honestly, the rest was history. Here comes Owens as the Usos are attacking Sami ringside, but the ref holding Owens back. Like, hey, look what they're doing to him, but, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Vertical suplex there ringside to Sami Zayn. 6 count from the ref. Make it lucky number 7. Break the count. Sami back into the ring in the meantime. And then Jay with a right hand. Jay gives Jimmy Uso the right to kick Sami Zayn when the ref wasn't paying attention, and Owens is losing it, bitching out the ref, and rightfully so. Yeah, cause a distraction, and hey, what can he do? But then, as they take out Owens, send him ringside. Talk about the best friends of Owens and Zayn from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Really, it was PWG, which is based in LA, to Ring of Honor, with Kevin Steen and El Generico, and then Sami comes into WWE NXT. Owens follows. You had their takeover matches for the NXT Championship that were barn burners. Remember, Sami originally got called up to the main roster first. Was in a open challenge for the United States Championship against John Cena in early May of 2015, but then was injured in that match. Owens then, as the NXT champion in the meantime, was called up. And then that's when they started doing the Owens-Cena stuff. Had the current NXT champion up on the main roster for the first time as well, which was a big deal at the time. And from that time to, the following year then, I believe it was Battleground, summer of 16, you had Owens and Zayn fight then. Owens with a cannonball off the top rope, taking out the Usos ringside as he's legal now. Sami tagged him in. And Owens going to town ringside now. A couple clotheslines on the Usos here. Back in the ring they go. But they've frog splash off the ring apron from Owens. Now going to go up top. Yeah, Owens is full of piss and finger right now. Frog splash, cover, 1, 2, kick out. They've teamed up after all that, but then they'd break up and then they'd get back together as they are now. Because remember, a couple years ago, they fought at WrestleMania 37 one-on-one. And then 2 years later, here they are teamed up again, going for the tag team titles together. Something that, honestly, to this point, I guess it probably just took the story. This should have happened, years ago when it didn't. But, I mean, what can you do? Because remember, just look at the damn action figure behind me of them together in the Yep movement. Remember that in 2018? They were just wrecking havoc, running roughshod all over the company, destroying shit. Owens, in the meantime, went for a stunner, didn't connect because of a reversal by the Usos. Swanton connects, though, and then a frog splash by the Usos. Kick out 2, match continues here. No, but yeah, once again, they've fought against one another, then they've teamed up. And then they fought some more, and now they're back to teaming up. So after, if they win here, maybe next year at WrestleMania 40, they're fighting, and maybe it's for one of the main championships. Maybe it's one-on-one for the WWE Championship. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Ooh, so... because they'll have this run if they win for a while. They'll be tag team champions. They probably should split the tag team titles too, have one on each brand. Cannonball coming, yep. Big splash into the corner from Owens to Jimmy Uso, that is. Now we got some camera guys up on the top of the stage walking down the ramp. I don't know if there's somebody going to be coming out or they're just regrouping and going to walk down. They're just getting caught in the background of the shot. Ooh, shit. Vertical suplex on the ring apron by Sami Zayn. Swanton in the middle of the ring from Owens. Kick out at 2 again. Match going to continue once more. So many close calls here already. A lot of near pinfalls for sure. Now Sami going to go up top as they give us a split screen there with the live shot and the replay. Sami going to go up top. Who the hell is even legal, though? That's the big question. We the ones, he says. Throw him up. Frog splash from Sami. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. All right. Yeah, this is near pinfall city is what this match is. But then even the Usos have come a long way too, I might add. It took them, I think, because they had, both of them have had some, off the field issues, if you will, out of the ring. Ole chant from the crowd for Sami Zayn. Did Michael Cole just say El Generico would be proud of the Ole chants? I believe so. Blue Thunder Bomb, tag made in the meantime. Yeah, that connects, but he's not legal. Jay is with a super kick. And now he's going to cover Sami. Actually, no, picks him up off the ropes. Super kick there. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. But it really took until they were, all joined together in the bloodline. Not necessarily for them to be respected because they've been a damn good tag team, but just get over that hump, from where they were. Because then Jay's the right-hand man. Jimmy was injured for a while, came back nobody's bitch. And as mentioned with Reigns, almost, going on a 3-year run as champion. Usos are almost going on 2 years as tag team champions. Takes the shirt off, throws it in his face. Another tag made. Double super kick to Sami Zayn. Cover. 1, 2, but Owens breaks it up. Super kick to Owens, sending him back ringside to the floor. About another 20 minutes or so, I'd say. Maybe a half hour. Tag made. Let's go Sammy chant from the crowd. Double super kick again to him. Cover from the Usos again. 1, 2, kick out. Okay. They're telling Sammy to quit. Just like, let him pin you. No, he's not giving up. And Owens ain't going to quit either. Yeah, we got about 25 minutes left, it looks like. So they'll be doing a little bit more here, and then they'll go home. Yeah, Usos are in full control now. They are. It's sort of been steady. It's been back and forth. It's been pretty even though across the board, but they're back in control now. Another super kick, another pin, cover 1, 2, and another kick out by Sami Zayn. Right at the last possible second, I might add, too. Like, literally by a hair. By the skin on his ass. We the ones, they say, throw him up. And then off the ropes goes Sammy. And, Owens dragging. There's a quick roll up, 1, 2, kick out. They're going to go for their shatter machine thing. But then Owens pulled Jimmy Uso out of the ring. Now fighting him on the top of the Spanish announce table. That's going to get broken. Because it always does. But then in the meantime, in the ring, Sammy had reversed the move that they had planned on him and rolled him up, but kick out. So match continues here. But now the Usos are in full control again of Kevin Owens on the announce table. And from, oh shit, that was a big shot. From the Spanish announce table, they're going to power slam, power bomb Owens through the United States, American, English announce table with your normal commentators and Michael Cole and Corey Graves, who had to get the hell out of the way. So the Usos, yeah, just back in full control. Spells further disaster for Sammy KO, they say. We the ones again, throw them up. Now they're going to try to do the 1D, they call it, for one day, down since, but a kick out. Nobody kicked out of it before, they say. I don't know about that, but Sami Zayn just did, so there's that. Yeah, fucking shatter machine is all it is. Covered. 1, 2, kick out. Well, some things, hey, do you believe in miracles? Some things don't make sense. Jay telling Sammy, hey, like, why won't you quit, huh? Huh? I thought you were my brother. Huh? And slap him. Jay with some forearms. There's a right hand. Sammy doesn't care. I believe it was Triple H that said that Sammy's sort of this generation's Mick Foley, if I'm not mistaken. Which I can see, you know, a comparison there. I can relate, yeah. Have to peel Sami Zayn off the mat and the floor, they say. They're beating him to a pulp. Haluba kick from the Usos to Sami Zayn. Yeah. This is just a bully beatdown is what this is. But then it's going to be, well, Sammy reversing there, yeah. And they're going to fight back, and they're going to find a way to win. That's how this is going to end, and they will win. If Sammy and Kevin Owens do not win this match now, I'd be surprised. Owens looking to tag in. And Kevin Owens does tag in. Here he comes. Pop-up powerbomb to Jimmy Uso. Pop-up powerbomb to Jey Uso. Looks over to Sammy, and they're going to double Haluba kick into the corners. Well, Haluba kick from Sammy, stunner from Owens. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. Oh, that probably should have been it right there, but Usos kick out now. We'll see about that if ever, as this match continues. Yeah, they want Haluba kick, stunner, cover 1, 2, Usos kick out. They're getting there, though. They're still fighting. We're talking about shattering, I might add. And FTR, well, going to be free agent sometime soon, it looks like. Owens and Zayn, shoulder to shoulder. Going to stare down the Usos. It has come to this. Round of applause from the crowd. And here we go. Owens goes after Jey Uso. Sammy working Jimmy Uso. Sammy gets kicked out of the ring, but then super kicks from Owens to both Usos. Off the ropes, tag made in the meantime. I don't think Owens realized it. He gets super kicked, not once, but twice. Double super kick as well. Cover. Well, they double super kick Sammy as he was getting back in off the ring apron. Another tag made. Gonna go up top for a splash. Or double splash, it looks like, from corner to corner. Owens in the middle of the ring. He's going to move. Nope. They hit the double splash on Owens. And they cover him. Cover 1, 2. He kicks out. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, that women's match was damn good. This match is even better. Yeah, I don't know either. This arguably best match of the night. Potentially, we'll see how tonight goes for night 2, WrestleMania 39 Sunday. This tag team title match might be the best fucking match of the weekend. once it's all said and done. But we'll see here. That is true. Can't be any more true. You know, emotion makes you, you know, do things. Whether, you know, you're proud of them or not. Yeah. It's true. Oh, keep your mouth shut. You don't need to be fucking talking that loud. Hey, do this, do that. John Cena kicked off the show, not ending it too. But double super kick from the Usos again to Owens into the corner. As Jay was blabbing to Owens. We the Ones are going to tag again here, it looks like. Yep, tag made. Jimmy to Jay. Jay's legal against Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn's at ringside, I might add. Remember, he was super kicked off the ring apron ringside from the announce tables. Hasn't been seen since. Here he comes. Dragging Jimmy out of the ring. And going to throw him over the announce table. And now in the ring, off the top rope. Jesus Christ. Kevin Owens to Jey Uso. Sammy going to run around, look to tag in. Owens going to tag in Sammy, and this will probably be it. They're going home now. Yep, tag made. Here comes Sami Zayn. Sammy with a haluba kick into the corner. Staring down none other than Jey Uso. It's the storytelling, folks. Haluba kick into the corner. Tries to hold him up as he falls down. Doing what Roman and the rest of the bloodline did to him. Another haluba kick. Gonna try to hold him up some more. Here comes Jimmy, but then a stunner from Owens. And third time's a charm with another haluba kick. This is it. This is it right here. As they zoom in on Sami Zayn. Third time is, in fact, the charm. Cover 1, 2, 3, and Sami KO. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat the Usos, and they're your new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. And talk about deserving it. Talk about coming full circle. Talk about the wrestling psychology and storytelling. Yeah. Owens and Zayn, very emotional. Like, yeah, if this doesn't, you know, make you, especially as close as they are, especially as they hug it out. Like, you got something wrong with you if you're not getting choked up right now, you know, as I'm trying to hold back. But what a fucking match. But what a fucking story. You know, that's what it's about. And they told the ending to this part right there and then. So Owens and Zayn, your new tag team champions. Congratulations. They deserve it. They do. We'll see how long this lasts before one of them turns on each other, though. Because that's the thing, is they get pyro celebrating in the main event of WrestleMania here this evening, from last night, technically. But from when they were against each other to teaming to against each other again to teaming back up once more, you know what's next. If that, you know, trend continues. So I said maybe next year WrestleMania it's one-on-one for a title. But that's the thing now too. Usos just lost. Is Reigns going to lose now too? End of an era with the bloodline, they say. Demise. Are they crumbling? Or with the Usos losing, is Reigns going to retain? Or with the Usos losing, is Reigns only going to lose one title? Presumably the WWE Championship rather than the Universal title. We'll find out night 2 of WrestleMania 39 tonight for WrestleMania 39 Sunday. So be sure to tune back in, as this is technically from last night, but we're watching it right now because we couldn't. They say goodnight. They'll fade to black with closing credits as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They stand tall, and they are your new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. How about a yep? As they now give us a full rundown with a recap of everything that happened during night 1 of WrestleMania 39. Last night on Saturday, night 2 tonight on Sunday, a few short hours from now, so be sure to tune in. Then, between 7:30 and 8, show starts at 8, but just be sure to subscribe. I'll give us the highlights here. We'll stay on until this goes through, runs its course, and then I'll see everybody, about 3 hours from now for the conclusion of WWE WrestleMania 39 this very weekend. And then, of course, be sure to tune back in then tomorrow night, too, for WWE Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. Who knows what's going to happen then? Let alone who knows what the hell is going to happen tonight. As we had 7 matches on night 1, 6 still to come tonight. Technically 8 if you want to add in and count the Pat McAfee Miz match that wasn't promoted. It just happened on the fly. It's technically 14 matches then, unless they add in another one tonight, have 15, maybe 16. Maybe they add in 2 tonight for all we know. Even it out, across the board. But from everything that happened tonight, from Austin Theory to the Street Profits winning, Seth Rollins, along with Rey Mysterio defeating his son and Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley becoming your new SmackDown Women's Champion. Another title changed hands as well in the main event, as Pat McAfee, I might add, also beat The Miz one-on-one. But Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are, in fact, your new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, defeating the Usos. WrestleMania 39 Night 2 on Sunday here. A couple hours from now, we'll have Brock Lesnar and Omos. We'll have a Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team match as well. Asuka challenges Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. Have a potential another add-in or 2, potentially. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I know there's 3 main matches that I want to go over here real quick, but don't stop us now because we still got more to come tonight. Tonight, Lesnar and Omos, Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, Asuka and Bianca, and then the 3 matches that I was thinking of, so I was on track. We'll see if they add in anything else, but we'll have, as they officially fade back now, from the co-main event to the main event, highlight, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are your new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, defeating Usos. And tonight, with those few matches I just mentioned, also have a Triple Threat Intercontinental Championship match with Gunther, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus. Hell in a Cell, Edge, Finn Balor, before the big dog tribal chief who sits at the head of the table, who to this point we all should have acknowledged by now. He's been on God mode for almost 3 years. The undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world, Roman Reigns, defends those very titles against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Entertainment's greatest live event for WrestleMania 39, as they went Hollywood night 1 on Saturday night last night, night 2 tonight on Sunday. WrestleMania 39 continues. In the meantime, that'll do it for myself, your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96, live right here on YouTube. So once again, thanks for tuning in and watching. Even with the difficulties from last night until this afternoon, with the power outage, from only watching an hour and a half of the show to the remaining 3 hours today before night 2, WrestleMania 39 Sunday begins tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see everybody later on tonight for more coverage live right here on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, red subscribe button, notification bell next to it, as well to stay up to date. Hope to see everybody about 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight for more live watch-along reactions live right here on YouTube of WWE WrestleMania 39.